There's many aspects that make up a great race result, none more so than the mental preparation. And today I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can focus on mental preparation leading into a race. And if you're wondering, yes, that was strategically put there. Welcome to Ignite IQ. Now, point number 1 is following like a race strategy in your training sessions. When we get out there and race, we want to be controlling the controllables. Now, this will be things like heart rate, power, it might be a pace target on the run, it'll be nutrition, how often I should take my nutrition, how often I should be drinking, things like this. There might also be some keywords that help you run better, or cycle well, or swim well, and any things that can help you out, I guess, like in technique sort of points. So that could be things like cadence, focusing on full pedal stroke when you're cycling. Now, if you could focus on doing these things in training day after day, workout after workout, really just going through controlling the controllables throughout your workout, again, we're going to get that mental conditioning, which is going to help us do that same thing in race day. You can't neglect this stuff in training. Obviously, it doesn't help us improve in training if we don't do the basic fundamentals and control those controllables, but also if we don't have these little mental strategies that we're using in training, it's very unlikely that on race day we're going to come out and be able to execute our race plan as well as we possibly could. So if you want to race well, it involves having a bit of a strategy, and that strategy must be practiced, and we can do that in training, even if we're not training at race pace. So just go out, follow your heart rate, follow your power targets, follow your cadence, follow your technique, cues, follow your hydration, nutrition. If you can keep focusing on doing those things every workout, it's really going to pay off on race day, where you'll be able to just zone into your own bubble and focus on controlling those controllables and race well. The second point is creating a positive relationship with training as well, and also our own ability. Now, if we're constantly in a negative feedback loop where we're always putting ourselves down, we're always analysing numbers and saying it's not good enough, and constantly just feeding back this information to ourselves that we aren't good enough, or we're slow, or our technique is poor, or you're not enjoying this, what do you think that's going to do? It's not going to help us, is it? It doesn't help us at all. We must create a positive relationship with training. We need to pick ourselves up. We need to tell ourselves that we're doing well. Of course, we all want to improve. That's completely fine. But there's no point constantly just bagging ourselves out. So it's important that we become aware of this, okay? This is important because we want longevity in our training. We want consistency in our training. And we want to be able to enjoy the process, enjoy the day-to-day grind. If we can't enjoy it, and we're constantly just being negative on ourselves all the time, look, it's only a matter of time before you give it all up. It's also really important when it comes to racing as well. When we get out there on race day, or when we're leading up to the race in those last few days, or the last week leading into your race, you're looking to conserve energy, you're looking to feel good and go into that race with a bit of positivity, all right, with your tail wagging. It's extremely important. If we're constantly on a negative feedback loop, week after week, month after month leading into our race, again, you can't magically just assume that race week everything will be changed. Race day, you're going to be in a great mindset without having actually practiced it. So even if you are having these negative types of feelings, it's important that we start talking positively. Okay, this is like, what am I? What am I not? It is completely irrelevant. What didn't I do coming into race week? It's completely irrelevant. What did I do? You know, these are the types of conversations that we need to start telling ourselves on a regular basis. Stop constantly bagging yourself out. Start focusing on what you are and what you have done and what you are doing, because that stuff is the most important. We want to get ourselves up. We want to enjoy the process. And on race day, we want to go in with a bit of positivity, a bit of good energy, a bit of positive energy. So this stuff is extremely important. It can be hard, absolutely, but it's worth a shot, right? Number 1, practice your strategy in training. Number 2, stop the negative feedback loop. Start talking positively and enjoying the process. And number 3, especially come race week and the days leading up to your race, it's all about what you are and what you have done. That simple.